The iPhone 13 128GB base variant is the best value iPhone right now. It has the same design language as the iPhone 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. But why don't recommend the iPhone 12? iPhone 12 base variant only comes with 64GB of storage. That is not enough these days. So you will need to bump up to the 128GB iPhone 12. At that point the price will be same as the iPhone 13. So this is the best value iPhone right now. It provides great performance, speakers, cameras, battery life with minimum compromises. It has MagSafe and a mute switch. The performance is good. I thought the 4GB of RAM will be an issue, but it's decent for everyday use. We'll leave benchmarks in the description if someone is interested in that. But in my testing, the phone is faster than the Pixel 9 Pro XL, and well, it's not faster than the latest Snapdragon or a Apple A18 chip, but it beats all in the same budget. As the Apple A15 Bionic is used in the iPhone SE 3, iPhone 14 and the Apple iPad mini 6. My issue with Apple performance is the lack of GIT support, but that is not something that most people will face. That only affects virtualization and emulation. Native apps run perfectly well on this phone. As for the display, it's 60Hz 6.1 OLED 800 nits display, which is the same as all other iPhone in this era. The 60Hz refresh rate is lower than the Pro iPhones and other phones even in this budget, but to be honest, it's not a big issue unless you are coming from a phone which has 120Hz display. You will not even notice this. The notch is smaller than the iPhone 12, but I don't think this is a feature that ever was an issue. For the people who use these phones, the notch just disappears after a few hours of use. Battery life on this phone is good. This one only has 84% battery health, but still able to provide good battery backup on this phone. This is one of those things that also the iPhone 12 lacks. The battery life on the iPhone 12 is a bit lower than this, so I don't really recommend the iPhone 12 also for the battery life. Now coming to the cameras. The cameras are very similar from iPhone 11, 12, 13 and 14. Very similar cameras, but it introduces a cinematic mode which creates fake bokeh using depth calculation. But to be honest, when using at the higher setting, it can often look fake, but when we set it to about 9 or 8 aperture, it looks very great and can be convincing. But if you need pro camera features, you can use this app called Pro Movie that I bought, and it's working perfectly. You get manual functions just like a real camera or a pro mobile phone, and you don't need to buy a pro mobile phone or different cameras. Blackmagic, you can record up to Apple ProRes 422. You do not need to buy a Pro series iPhone to get this feature. When it comes to the cameras, the only thing it's lacking is a proper telephoto lens or any type of proper zoom functionality, because this camera zoom is only digital zoom. So it's cropping in the 12 megapixel sensor to 6 megapixel to get that image. And the ultra wide is also 12 megapixel. It's not really that different from the other iPhones. Even till now, in the iPhone 16, the ultra wide has not been improved that much. But the zoom capabilities are better on the iPhone 15 due to its 48 megapixel sensor that downscales the image 24 megapixels even when zoomed in 2x. But this lacks all those features. For zoom capabilities, you will need to get iPhone Pro 13, iPhone Pro 12 or even iPhone 15 or 16. That's also better in the zoom functions. And other things like the speakers and everything are good on this one, but I don't really like having this dongle or when even you are okay with this dongle, the music app is hard to navigate and upload music to. It very much is tied to the Apple App Store of iTunes App Store and Apple Music. You will need a proper music subscription like Spotify or Apple Music and AirPods to enjoy your music. Even then, I don't really like that type of music listening, so I am sticking to my other phones for music. As for the OS, it's currently running iOS 18.1 and is accepted to get up to 2028 updates. It will not get Apple artificial intelligence features. I'm not calling it Apple intelligence. So it won't get the artificial intelligence features, but I don't think you should be worried about something that is not even out yet. And that is something that Elon fans do. Price is different for this phone in each region, so I won't name price, as that can get very weird when people are saying like I can't find it for this exact price, for that price. But one thing I have noticed internationally in many countries is that iPhone 12, 128 gigabytes is nearly the same price as the iPhone 13, and the iPhone 14 is a lot more expensive. In these three phones, the iPhone 13 is a clear recommendation. If you want to get more into iPhone 15 and 16, you can get them if you want to, but you don't really need those things. They don't really add that much new features in them. Do like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.